Welcome to this custom deep dive. Today, we're taking the sources you sent us and exploring the 2027 Rivian R2, which represents this really fascinating philosophical battle in the EV world.
It really does.
Because, making a second product is notoriously harder than the first. It's that classic second season syndrome, right? Doubling a product line means scaled up costs and multiplying complexities. So, let's unpack this.
Yeah, it's a make or break moment for them. The R2 is Rivian's sophomore effort, and it's designed as a direct answer to the wildly popular Tesla Model Y.
Right.
But they aren't just copying Tesla, they are tackling this whole smart car concept from a completely different angle.
You see that opposition instantly, honestly. Like the Model Y is famous for that sleek aerodynamic teardrop shape, but the R2, it's a box.
A very upright box.
Exactly, a rugged upright adventure box.
Yeah.
And that translates to massive utility for you. We're talking 10 carry-on suitcases in the R2 versus, I think, 7 in the Model Y.
Yep, 7.
Plus, it has a massive 9.6 inches of ground clearance compared to Tesla's 6.0.
What's fascinating here is how that rugged exterior actually hides some incredibly clever internal engineering. Like, take the battery.
Okay.
Rivian switched to these new NCMA battery cells. That stands for nickel, cobalt, manganese, and aluminum.
Gotcha.
That specific chemistry makes them larger, cheaper to manufacture, and much safer. But here is the brilliant part. Instead of just strapping a heavy battery box underneath the car, the battery pack actually forms the structural floorboard of the chassis.
Really? So you're literally sitting on the battery pack?
You are, yeah, which frees up a ton of space.
That's wild. But let's go back to that crazy stat from the sources, stripping out 70% of the high-voltage wiring. How do you even do that without breaking the car?
By fundamentally changing how the car's brain works. Historically, cars had dozens of tiny computers spread all over the place.
Right, for the windows, the brakes.
Exactly, and that required miles of heavy copper wire to connect them all. So Rivian shifted to what's called zonal architecture. They consolidated all those small computers into a few highly powerful centralized hubs located right on top of the battery.
Okay, I have to jump in here with an analogy. You strip out 70% of the wiring, but this thing still has 656 horsepower and hits 60 miles per hour in 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, it's fast.
Is that like trying to wire a supercomputer with a single extension cord?
Yeah.
Like, is that brilliant or just incredibly risky?
Well, it drastically cuts costs and weight. But this physical consolidation sets the stage for a massive technological clash with Tesla. It's what we can call Rivian's hardware bet.
Okay, let's lay it on me.
They are packing the R2 with 11 cameras, 5 independent radar sensors, and they've built the system to support LiDAR later, which uses lasers to map the world in 3D. They firmly believe you need physical sensor redundancy to be fully safe.
Here's where it gets really interesting, because I have to push back a bit. Isn't all that hardware just, expensive paranoia? Tesla took the exact opposite route with their software bet.
It did, yeah.
They literally stripped radar out of their cars completely.
Yeah.
To rely exclusively on cameras and neural networks. If Tesla's AI is trained on billions of miles of real-world driving, why is Rivian wasting money bolting on all these lasers and radars?
You'd think it's a waste, right? Especially when Tesla's out there proving cameras can do a massive amount of the heavy lifting.
Right.
Tesla even recently passed a major NHTSA safety benchmark. The federal regulators, using literally just those cameras.
Wow, just the cameras.
Yeah, but Rivian is looking at the unbending laws of physics. Their argument is that no matter how smart your software is, a camera can still be blinded by direct sunlight or heavy snow.
Ah, that makes sense.
Radar can see right through that stuff. They believe you can always beam down a software update later, but you can't exactly download a physical radar sensor if you didn't install it in the factory.
You're stuck with the hardware you bought. So what does this all mean for you, the driver? It means choosing between the R2 and the Model Y isn't just about picking an EV for your grocery runs.
Definitely not.
It's about deciding whose vision of the future you trust more, the hardware safety net or the pure software brain. Thank you so much for bringing these fantastic sources to the table and joining us today. We really hope you learned something new about what's actually sitting under the hood or, well, the floorboard.
Yeah, and if we connect this to the bigger picture, it leaves us with one essential question to consider. When you buy a smart vehicle today, are you paying for the physical machine sitting in your driveway right now? Or are you paying for the software it will eventually become in 3 years?